Welcome back to the 2025 American League Division Series on FS1, presented by Booking.com. 2 scoreless through, and a foul ball by Victor Robles to start off this top half of the 3rd inning. Robles, who spent a bunch of time on the injured list this season. The left shoulder dislocation. Played just 32 games in the regular season. Looking for his first hit of the playoffs, his first postseason since winning the World Series with the Washington Nationals 6 years ago. 0-2 pitch from Flaherty. Breaking ball hammered down the line. McKinstry gave it a great effort to try to lean in and make the play, but this is going to be extra bases for Victor Robles, and he's looking for a triple, although he's going to put on the brakes. This is a great triples ballpark. Robles will test the fates, and he'll take 2 instead to start the 3rd.
And Robles is a great strike breaking ball hitter, and you see Jack's trying to get that down and away, but he leaves it middle in, and those hanging breaking balls middle in give a hitter time to adjust, and he was able to keep it fair, especially a great breaking ball hitter like Robles.
So a man in scoring position, a hit from somebody other than Julio Rodriguez, Cal Raleigh, or Jorge Polanco. Just the 4th from the rest of the lineup for Seattle, has Robles in scoring position for J.P. Crawford, the veteran.
You have to get him over to 3rd at a minimum here. You cannot have an unproductive at bat if you're J.P. Crawford. You got Randy Arozarena on deck. You got to get the lead on this. The way Logan Gilbert started these first 2 innings, a lead for the Mariners, 1-run lead, especially with the way these 2 offenses have played the first 2 games, feels like 5 runs.
I mean, the runs have been at such a premium so far in this series. Fouled back, and it's 1-2. A 3-2 Detroit victory in Game 1 in 11 innings on Saturday night. With Skubal pitching on Sunday, the Mariners with the victory in the late innings to even up this series at 1 apiece. It was Seattle's first home playoff victory in 24 years. Now we're in this crucial swing game of this ALDS. The 1-2. Crawford muscles one towards left center field. That's going to get down. Robles got a little bit of a late start, trying to make sure that that ball hit the deck. Now it gets through the legs of Dingler. Here comes Robles on his way home. The tag, not in time. He's safe. And it's 1-0 Seattle. Crawford moves up to second base. A.J. Hinch might consider a challenge here. We'll see. He's going to want the challenge. As of now, it is 1-0 Mariners in the 3rd.
Where do we start with this play? But we'll see the replay of the tag at home. I thought he was safe from the naked eye. We'll see here as his foot comes up.
Ooh.
Detroit is challenging the safe call.
Does he get the heel down before? He might have the heel on the corner of the plate first.
Let's start with the play. First of all, blue pit by J.P. Crawford. They count. Why Riley Green throws this ball and then McKinstry just lets it go, and then Dingler botches it. It was just a bad defensive play all around by the Tigers. There's no other way to put it. Why McKinstry let that ball go, I have no idea. Now, whether he's out or safe, I still think he's safe right there. His toe's on the plate, but
is his toe down?
But why did McKinstry let that ball go? Like, you know the guy at first isn't going. That puts the catcher in such a tough spot.
Look at the throw by Jack Flaherty, though. Former shortstop. Bare hand side, little submarine piece. That's the only reason this is even close.
It's a replay review presented by Zoom.
After review, the call on the field is confirmed. The runner is safe. Detroit loses their first challenge. They have 1 remaining.
That's the right call.
100%.
It's a 1-0 Seattle lead. Single for Crawford, E7 on the left fielder Green. No RBI. And just barely in is Robles to score the game's first run.
Great shots by our camera crew. His foot never comes up. That's one thing about home plate. Every other base is raised, home plate is flat. So you have to keep your foot on the ground. But I'm still trying to figure out what the heck Detroit's defense was doing. Normally just throw it to the third baseman.
As Arozarena fouls one away.
And people say, oh, the catcher's yelling, cut or don't cut. In these games, the third baseman can't hear the catcher yelling. He has to make that decision on his own.
Arozarena On the ground, back up the middle into center field, a base hit. Crawford speeding around third. He will score. Randy Arozarena has his first RBI of the postseason. He does it against his former Cardinal teammate Flaherty, and it's 2-0 Seattle. Some production from the supporting cast for the Mariners gives them a 2-0 lead in the third.
Head in the count for Jack Flaherty. Randy behind the back. Behind the count, just protecting, uses the middle part of the field. We keep saying this over and over again. Using the big part of the field up the middle, especially when you're behind, not a bad idea.
No, but see, that's good hitting.
Yeah.
If he misses thing in the middle part of the field, the worst that happens, he hits a ground ball, and Crawford's at third with one out for Cal Raleigh. So that's just smart hitting by Randy. And then he gets the bonus. He gets the knock and the RBI.
While we have a moment, a quick word from Strauss.
From the fields we farm to the fields we play, work wins the game. Strauss and Major League Baseball. Gear for any season.
Here's Cal Raleigh taking ball one from Flaherty. He flew out on the first pitch he saw in the first inning.
All three hits this inning have been when Jack's ahead of the count. 0-2, 1-2, and 0-1.
The three hits came in a 7-pitch stretch. Just like that, 2-0.
No.
Now Raleigh looking to add on after a 60 home run season.
Be real careful right here. 2-0. Raleigh's hunting something down. Flaherty could throw that breaking ball. Be real careful right here.
2-0 pitch.
No.
3-0. A historic season for Cal Raleigh. Most home runs ever by a switch hitter, most by a primary catcher, most by a Seattle Mariner.
And he's got the green light. He has to have the green light right here.
He'll take. It's a strike. Already Flaherty has hit the 50-pitch mark. Remember, he had that double-digit foul ball inning in the second. He disengages and back in safely is Arozarena, who had 31 stolen bases during the regular year and has the only steal of this series.
Pitch count at 50. 16 of them are foul balls.
Foul balls, yep. Really making Flaherty work is this Seattle offense. The 3-1. Raleigh takes ball four.
We talked about this throw already, but I want to go back to it. Riley Green should know the way the speed of this ball, he's not going to get sent. So he tries to hit the cutoff man. And for some reason, Zach McKinstry's like, nah, I'm good. I'm going to let my catcher who's got mask and catching gear and all that try to catch it. And it gets by him. They teach you to throw it to the cutoff man. He did. But you need the cutoff man to cut it.
Rodriguez takes a cutter to slider, 0-1. So all four Mariners in this inning have reached.
That's going to be so huge for this Mariner lineup. Getting on ahead of Cal Raleigh and Julio Rodriguez. That was such a tough spot because the runner on first, you don't want to compound the inning and have first and second no outs, but you also can't give in to Cal Raleigh in that situation. That's tough on the pitcher.
The 1-1.
No.
Down and away. Detroit defensively was about average in fielding percentage. They were above average in defensive efficiency. They made fewer errors than the league average as the lefty Brant Herter is loosening up. But a lot of that is based off of their excellent positioning. That was a miscue, as AJ pointed out, by McKinstry, letting that ball go through and making it tough on the catcher.
And that's a tough error for Riley Green because he's going, I threw it to the cutoff man, guys.
Yep.
What do you want?
Now Rodriguez ahead of the count, 2-1. 3-1. Well, Flaherty getting behind back-to-back hitters. High leverage counts for Raleigh and Rodriguez. Rodriguez homered off of Flaherty back on July the 13th. It was eventually a Seattle sweep. Big cut on a fastball, 3-2.
He reached back right here. 3-1. Had to challenge him.
Got him swinging on a slider. One away.
And that out right there keeps him in the game for at least one more hitter. If he would have walked him, they would have gone to the bullpen. I firmly believe that. With flip Polanco around, made Naylor hit the lefty. But this 3-2 slider here keeps Jack Flaherty in the game, at least for one more hitter.
That's the poker that you play right there, because he knew he couldn't give in. So he went for the swing and miss right there. Started it on the corner and broke it just off.
Here's Polanco. Right back to the slider for a strike. Beg your pardon, they gave him the knuckle curve on that one.
So wait, no, if he gets him here, do you leave him in for Naylor, or do you go to Herder and say we just got to match up from here on because we can't give up any more runs?
Yeah.
No.
Well, the last couple of breaking balls have been very, very sharp. I think with the matchup with Naylor, you keep that ball down. I think it's not a bad matchup. I haven't looked at the numbers to know that, but on paper it looks good.
Strike 2 on the corner. In a few moments, those of you watching us on FS1 will be taken to the start of the Mariners-Yankees game, or beg your pardon, the Blue Jays-Yankees game in the Bronx. For those of you who want to stay watching our game, turn to FS2 and the MLB Network. It's also available on the Fox 1 app.
No.
Two balls and 2 strikes on Polanco. Breaking ball, got him again. Five strikeouts, all on breaking balls, the curveball and the slider so far.
I think you ride this momentum right here, AJ. Now, he may make a different decision, but 2 punch outs in a row in the middle of the lineup, guys that have been hot this series. I think you trust your guy right here.
An 11-pitch at bat from Naylor. The first time he launches one out towards right center field. On the move, it's Meadows. He gets there. All the way out to the warning track to finish off the inning for Flaherty and limit the damage to 2 runs. But the Mariners strike first. Robles with the leadoff double. Arozarena with an RBI single. Flaherty a little frustrated as Seattle jumps out in front on the road in Game 3.